Hello. Oh, let's turn the sound off. Hello, hello, hello. Where's my sound? Yeah, there we go. That's not going to fit there. Oh, let's just put them here and then I can sort that out after. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I've missed all the hellos, so I'm just going to do a general hello, hello, hello. I realised just as I was going to go live, I was like, oh, I actually didn't take the love decorations down, so they're up tonight. The Divine Desserts has gone, but yeah, I forgot. It's like part of the furniture. I forgot that this was all up still, so yeah, I'll take that down probably tomorrow now. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody joining. I hope we've all had a good start to our week. Monday, my kids are on half term, so I've got them at home, and when my kids are at home and they don't go to school, my dogs bark when Aaron leaves for work because that they know the kids are here, even though the kids and I would still be asleep. So it means that even like when we finished really late on Sunday night with the live, I'm still like up at the crack of the dawn because the dogs are going crazy. So that's normally what happens in the holiday, so it drives me bonkers. But the breed they are, they just love human contact. So when they know someone's in the house, they want them to be with them. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Are we all okay? Let's pop the kitchen towel on here. So I posted the order list today earlier, so if you have ordered, hopefully you can see whereabouts you are. Because we did manage to finish the Divine Desserts last week, so I sort of said if they all get finished last week, then we'll launch a new game this week, so they did. So the new game will be launched probably on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, isn't it? So probably Wednesday, possibly Thursday, but it will definitely be on the website before Friday's live, the new game. So that will be good. So we're going to go straight into that one. This is the one which I had planned before I remembered that it was Valentine's Day. So I sort of did a last minute swerve. So this is the original one I had planned. So that's why it's sort of ready to go. So yeah, that will be on the website before Friday, which is fun. We're not live on this Sunday because it's Aaron and I's anniversary. So yeah, that one, I actually completely forgot that it was booked off, but I did book it off at the start of the year when I put all the dates on. Luckily I did, because Aaron, we're going out for a meal, for dinner. So that's good. So yeah, we're not live on Sunday, but so live tonight and Friday, not Sunday, then back to normal on the Tuesday. Okay, so we will have the game for Friday's live, and then obviously just back to normal. Just trying to think if that's everything sort of up to date. Just as a reminder, so it can take sort of around 48 hours to reply to you with emails, and that's Monday through to Friday. So that 48 hours is Monday to Friday, so working hours. It doesn't include the weekend. And I can receive anywhere from like 50 to like 200 emails a day. Not obviously all linking to orders, but like questions, inquiries, obviously order questions, it's lots and lots of different things. But depending on the volume of emails I get, depends on how fast I can get back to everyone, in all honesty. So that's why that time limit is there. But so please keep in mind, it is Monday to Friday. If I do emails over the weekend, brilliant, it's a bonus, I'm trying to catch up. But I do say it's Monday to Friday because that's not normal. Yeah, that's just sort of the working hours for those. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Yeah, that's all of the updates. So let's dive straight in. You'll see that if you have been booked in for today, everyone's sort of moved up one place because the person who was at the start requested to be a little bit later on, so you've all sort of shifted up one, so I hope that's okay as well. It's why I've spoke for an extra 5 minutes, to be honest, just hoping that the first person here today is now here, because they were obviously booked in second. So, and obviously we've got updates to do. Yep, they've all been sent out, Diliana. All invoices have been sent out. If you're missing anything, please pop me an email over with the order number and I can have a look for you. But yeah, I don't have any invoices to send unless I'm waiting on information from you guys, but obviously that's just a normal thing. But in general, they've all been sent out. Michelle, thank you for these stars. That's very, very kind of you. So up first today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Perfect, Iliana. But yeah, so I can't remember. In fact, was it the silver chocolate and the whites? Is that what you're waiting for an invoice for? And I only remember that because I've drilled those recently and I was looking at them. But the invoices should have been sent. If not, then either way, email. I'm getting caught up in my brain. Either way, email me the order number and I can get it sent across for you. Sarah, thank you for the stars, and Debbie, thank you for the stars as well. Julie, if you can email again then, because apart from 3 people who I've sort of said I haven't got back to them yet, but it's just because I just need that information. So Julie, if you can email again then, because I'm just having a look. Yeah, I don't have, so from more than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't have anything that old waiting for a reply. So actually, please double check your spam folders, just in case it has sort of got lost in your spam. If not, then do please email me again. Cindy, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Cindy, you have got the Lucky Dip Acorn game. You've got the one which has got 3 pearls per earring. So let's dive straight in for your dip. There's only 2 in here. Let's just double checking I had 1. So Cindy, oh no, the camera's, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it there. Sorry, sometimes when my camera connects to Facebook, this is my main camera, because this one's not the main one. For some reason, when it connects to Facebook, it sort of says nope and turns itself off because the main one's connected. So I sort of have to reboot it every time, which is absolutely fine. There we go. So it's rebooted. So Cindy, this is your earrings. Let's go down. And in here, ooh, you have got a colourful selection. So the earrings you've got, okay, so we know these ones. These are the Cascade triple drop earrings. So they've got the hook at the top with the 3 triple drops. So you've got the pearls at the top, the middle and the bottom. Okay, so these are the earrings that you are choosing for. Colour wise, I'm going to need to know, Cindy, which order you would like to have these colours in here. So if we come across, that might be a little bit too dark. Let me just turn this up. There we go. So in here, the colours we've got are a darker appley grass green, sort of in between the 2. You've then got a blood orange and a purple. I hope you're happy with these colours, Cindy. I'll just need to know which order you would like to have them in. So we've obviously got the top, the middle and the bottom spaces. Now you can of course have it so you've got, for example, like this, the greens, the oranges, the purples, or we can mix it around so you could have like a green and a purple, an orange and a green, and then a green, like, do you know what I mean? You can mix up the colours and sort of have them in any order you would like to. So which colours would you like where? You'd like me to pick the order? Let me just have a quick look. And then just one more. I think I like the greens at the top actually. So yeah, I think I like this order, green, purple, blood orange, if you're happy with those there. Yes, perfect. Let me just pick these up for you, Cindy. Brilliant. Let me bring you back up to me as well. So Cindy, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives there, and of course with that ordering. And then that's up there for you. There we go. Cindy, you're very, very welcome. Up next then today, I have got a Donna Bailey. Donna, are you here? Donna, hello. Do we have acorns left? Let me have a look at the website. Yes, we've only got the 4 pearl earrings ones left, so the 2 pearls per earring, but they are the ones that are left. That's the link there. And Tammy, bless you, thank you for these stars, that's very kind of you. Okay, so Donna, let me come across to your openings. Perfect. So Donna, you've got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or an egg pop? Can you have that acorn? So to do an acorn, it would need to be ordered on the website before we did it here. If you would like me to, I can move you with the next person on the order list, and that gives you a moment to go through and add it to the order. Then we can do them together. So I can just sort of switch you with who's next? Pam Duber, if that works with you, Donna. So when you add it to the cart, you have to select, with the drop downs, you have to select, like you have to pick each of the drop downs and then it lets you add to cart. So would you like me to continue with your opening now? So you'd like to have an egg pop. So just confirm, am I continuing with that one? Oh, Yazzie. Well, first of all, I hope you had an amazing night on Sunday then. And I'm glad you got compliments on your necklace. The Love's Content cage is gorgeous. What colours did you have in it? Did you fill it? Was it all one colour? Was it colourful? Yes, okie dokie. So with your egg pop, so there's loads and loads of egg pops in here. I sort of didn't fill it to the brim today, just so I can have that sort of mix around. But there's so many in there. So Donna, let's go down. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Oh, and I've just realised that Cindy, you didn't get a Perline. So after Donna's opening, Cindy, I'm going to do a gifted pearl for Perline for you. So I am sorry about that. You definitely do get one though. So yeah, I'll add you back in after Donna's opening to just do your one, okay? So Donna, starting with Perline, and then we'll do your egg pop. Okay, so good luck. Bloop. Okay, so your gifted pearl, and you have got a lighter raspberry, and then coming back for your egg pop. Oh, and 2 pearls in this one. So in here you've got a slightly darker lavender and a lemon yellow. Okay, what do you think to these, Donna? Now with your jewellery, you do have a cage pendant here, so you are going to be able to swap and change the pearls around inside there. So it's more with if you're going to be happy with these colours or if there's any swaps or changes that you would like to make. So you've got the light raspberry, the lavender, and then the lemon yellow. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, then they are yours, Donna. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Can we swap the yellow for an icy blue but a bit darker and a pink for the burgundy. Of course you can. So the yellow for an icy blue, how about like this one? And then the pink for a burgundy. Okay, what do you think to these three here? Are you happy with those? So, yes, happy with all of those, Donna? Perfect. Let me pick these up for you. If I bring you back up to me as well. Okie dokie. So Donna, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. There we go. That's on there for you. And then, oh, let me move this up the way. There we go. That's safe up there as well. Perfect. And then let's do Cindy Brown's Pearline Pearl, because I didn't, so let me change the name back to Cindy. So Pearline completely went out of my mind then, because obviously with the acorn, we don't have the openings there in them, but when it's on the live, you do definitely still get one of these. So this one is for Cindy Brown. Cindy, hopefully you're still here. Look. You've got a slightly squished pebble seafoam green. Now Cindy, are you here? If so, just let me know if you're happy with this pearl. If you're not, then I'll pop you an email over just to confirm that obviously you do have this now as well, and just to confirm if you're happy or not. So Cindy Brown, what do you think to the seafoam green? Yes, happy with that one, Cindy. Let me just refresh my comments, just because I'm not sure everything's coming through in order. Brilliant, Cindy. Yep, he is going to be your loose pearl. And again, apologies that I missed it off then, but I'm glad you're happy. So let me pop that back on here. Okay. Right, up next then today is Pam Duber. Pam, are you here? Let me change the name over. There we go. So Pam Duber, are you here? Oh, Donna, I love that. Well, I hope you're happy with everything inside them as well. Pam, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark that you're here. Pam, you have got 5 openings altogether. Which 5 would you like to have? So you've got, where are we? Oysters or egg pops. And you can have a mix of each as well. So if it's a mix of each, I need to know how many of each you would like. So with the purple boxes, those of you abroad do normally get the purple box because purple box is slightly bigger, and when you're shipping abroad you need more room for all the shipping labels and stuff. Some UK people, your boxes may still be a little bit white just because if it's not a big order, it can just be the slightly smaller boxes, and obviously because you're in the UK you don't need all the shipping labels. But these white ones which are like this, I do have purple for, but I'm just using up all the whites first. So everyone will be having purple boxes soon, but for now, UK people, you may be having white or purple, and those of you who are not in the UK, you're sort of guaranteed to have the purple, unless you have like the big box, which can be white, brown or purple. It could be any of them. I am slowly transitioning all to purple boxes, but yeah, you've got to use up the white ones first. Everything is amazing. Perfect. You're very welcome. So Pam, what would you like? You've got 5 openings altogether. Thank you so much, darling. Which 5 would you like to have? Egg pops. Okie dokie. Pam, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Oh, no. This one. Oh no, we've got 2 that are open. Okay, the others look like they're closed. So let's try again. So many labels and Canadian Customs add more. Bless you, I bet they do. I never thought about that. Yeah, your end must add some as well. Is there enough room on those boxes? Right, Pam, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more. Please don't fall off. There we go. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go down. Like I said, are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Pam? Of course, we'll start with Perline. Perline does sound beautifully full. On the last live, you ladies were extremely generous. So yeah, she is going to sort of last today's live again. So starting with Perline. Bloop. And in here you've got a brighter pink, and he's got a flat bottom. I think you can actually see it there before I even move it over. He's just got this slightly flat bottom to him, so a funky shape. So you can see there, whereas if I move it so it's, can you see it? So I've just moved it so it's facing upwards. Yeah, oh yeah, you can just see it as the light catches it. So that is the flat part. So then to the side, and then that's the round bit. So yeah, he just does have a little flat bottom there. But it's a gorgeous brighter pink. Okay, so if I pop it to the side so you can see the, yep, there you go, flat bottom there. So obviously if you're not happy with the imperfection of it, we can swap it at the end for you, Pam. So we'll open up the rest of them and then we'll go through the colours again for you. So your egg pop number 1. And you have got 3 pals in your first one. You're hoping for blues and purples. Okay, fingers crossed. Your first one is a dark, deep purple. Your next one is a gunmetal chocolate. And then we have a blood orange. Coming back for your next egg pop. And you've got 2 pals in that one. So in here you've got a lighter pickle green. It's a pickle, lighter pickle. You've then got a darker purple. I think it's more towards a midnight purple. He's a brighter one, but yeah, that gorgeous dark midnight purple shade. Your next egg pop. And 2 pals in this one. Your first one is that, oh, that was, it had a little black bit on it, but I think it was just from this felt, so it just brushed straight off then. So you've got a Cinderella blue and a candy floss pink. Two more egg pops to go. So moving to your next one. 3 pals in this one. These 3 go beautifully together. We've got a purple frost. Look at him. So purple frost, a grass green, and a lighter yolk yellow. So just to put those 3 together quickly. Come back. How gorgeous are they together? Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so yolk yellow can go over here. And then we've got 1 more egg pop to go. So with your last one, Pam. And 2 pals in this one. We've got a darker, oh, I think he's a darker gunmetal grey. He is gunmetal grey and another yolk yellow. Okay, so I'll go through all of the colours for you. Now with your cage pendants, I don't need to know the colours there because you're going to be able to swap and change the pearls around at home. However, for your earrings, Pam, I definitely need to know which 2 pearls you would like to have on your earrings. Okay, so you've got your slightly funky shaped pink, candy floss pink, dark deep purple, midnight purple and a purple frost, gunmetal chocolate, blood orange, a lighter pickle green and then a grass green. You've got a lighter Cinderella blue, 2 yolk yellows and then a gunmetal grey. What do you think to these? If you're happy, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. The swap a yellow for a blurple. Is that just to swap 1 or would you like 2? Okay, so 1 blurple. So some lights, hang on, let me get the other grippy, there we go. So some lights more purple, some lights more blue. So swap a yellow for that. And then the lighter green and the gunmetal grey for 2 periwinkle. Okay. So I'm assuming you'd like to have the periwinkle on the earrings, so I'm just going to get matching periwinkles for you. So just give me a moment. In fact, when I can, I like to show you guys. So, so first of all, I look in here to see if there's any sort of similar. Oh, boom, first time. And then I sort of put them down in front of me to see if they do match when obviously they're on the flat surface. So 2 periwinkle there. So if you're happy with those swaps, perfect. If not, do let me know because I'll be able to change them for you. And then are there any other swaps you'd like to make? Oh, the yellow for another blurple, not a problem. Do you need it to be matching? Just because if so, I may need to swap this one, as I don't know if I'd have a matching one for this one. Let me just see if I can match it first. I'm guessing that's going to be slightly bigger. Yeah, that's quite a bit bigger. Okay, so if they need to be matching, I've got these 2 I can swap in. So again, these are like that gorgeous bluey purple, some lights more blue, some lights more purple. And then I'll take away this one and the yellow. If they don't need to be matching, then I can just add one in. Flat bottom pink for another. Okay, perfect. So I can take the yellow and the flat bottom pink for those 2, if you're happy with those there. Oh, AJ, bless your heart. Well, thank you for the stars, and even more, thank you for the kind words there. Thank you, Charlene. Yes, happy with those, Pam? Brilliant. Are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? Happy with those? Okie dokie. So which colours would you like to have on your earrings, Pam? Like I said, with your cage pendants, I don't need to know those because you're going to swap and change the colours around at home. But we do definitely need to have 2 pearls for the earrings. Another pink. I think I've missed that comment. Let me go back up and see. No, I can't see. So if there's, so these are the pearls we've got left here. So if there's any changes here, Pam, let me know. So you'd like to have a, let me know what, when you say, did I get you another pink? Did you want one to see if you could match that one? Did you want a different shade? And I'd need to know which colour we're swapping out for it as well. Oh, yep, no, I did do that. So you had 2 yellows and the flat bottom pink, and we swapped all 3 for the blurples. So you've got 1 blurple there and then 2 blurples here. Then we swapped the pickle green and the gunmetal grey for the 2 periwinkles. No, so if you'd like to have another pink, let me know what type of pink you would like and what pearl to swap out for it, and then that's not a problem. So I just need to know if you're looking for a different shade to the one that you've already got, or sort of a match if we can. So if I've taken the wrong pearls, or if you'd like to have the flat bottom pink back again and I can take away a blurple, that's not a problem. Just let me know if I've taken the wrong pearl at all. Are you sure? I'm very happy to change it. If I've misunderstood, I am ever so sorry. So I'm very happy to change it if that's the case. Yeah? Okay, well, if you are happy with those colours that you see there, I'll need to know which two you would like to have on the earrings. You'd like to have the blurple on the earrings. Perfect. Okay, so just one last time then, with all of the remaining pearls here, they're going to be your loose pearls and pearls you can use in your cage pendants. Can you confirm, are you happy with all of these? Yes, perfect. So let me just pick all of these up for you, Pam. There we go. If I bring you back to me as well. There we go. Okie dokie. Pam, I hope you'll be happy with everything there once it arrives, my lovely. Again, I'm sorry if I've misunderstood or if there was a confusion there, but I do hope you'll be happy with everything. And then that's up there for you. How can I make this dark? Sorry, I've got the Facebook comments in front of me, but it's really bright. I don't know if you can see in my glasses as well. I'm just trying to see if I can make this view dark quickly, because that's the perfect positioning. But if not, I'm just going to search dark mode. That didn't work. No, if not, that's fine. Expand language, account settings. No. Verification, setup guide. Pam, you're very, very welcome. Nope. Notification, security, partnership. Safety, requests, data, accounts. No, it's not there. Never mind. Right, so up next then today we have got Deanne Carroll. Deanne Carroll, are you here? I'm just going to have this little sort of bright, if I put my hand there, bright bit here. I'll work it out. Deanne, hello, hello, hello. Deanne, my lovely, you have got 2 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters, egg pops, or one of each? One of each, okie dokie. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Oh, I've got 2. There we go, there's one. Excuse me. So we're going to start with Perlini for your gifted pal. Then we'll move on to your egg pop. And then we'll move on to your oyster here. So good luck, and like I said, would you like to keep or would you like to donate these shells, and overall are there certain colours you're hoping for? So with Perline, bloop. Okay, so you have got an icy blue, as your gifted pal. Coming back for your egg pop. And 4 pals in this one. You'd like to donate the shells? Perfect, thank you. So with your 4 pals, you have got a creamy, is it a creamy pink? Hang on, let's go across to the lighter side. Oh no, he's just like a cream. He's a creamy, like a creamy white, but he's got more of a cream colour to him. So a lighter cream. You've also got a light raspberry and a really sort of bright, bold raspberry. And then it's a pickle with a pickle green. However, the pickle green is a slight squished pebble shape there. So he has a slight funky shape to him. And then coming across for your oyster, Deanne. Slight double pop there. There's your mother of pearl, so there's definitely no pearls on that side. And then, ooh, in here I can see peepers. 1 and 2. Okay, you are twinning. 2 pals in your oyster and twinning with orchid twins. So orchid is that gorgeous pinkly with that slight purple overtone colour. So if I just put the twins here for you so you can see. What do you think to all of these? So of course, if you're happy with these, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So again, if I go through them for you, you've got your lighter icy blue, cream, a light a light raspberry, and then a dark bright raspberry, a squished pebble light pickle, and twinning orchids. What do you think? Thank you, Leslie. I'll have a look. It's on, it's not the app though, it's on the computer. I'll have a look. Thank you. Can you please swap the larger pink and the green for midnight purple and another shade of blue, not too dark? Of course. So let's have a look. So you'd like to swap, let's get these out the way first. The larger pink, so the lighter raspberry, and the green. So take away those two for a midnight purple, which is one of these. Oh, actually no, I think that's a midnight blurple. It is, I'm sorry, it's got the blue and purple flash there, although that is in the midnight purple pot, so I'm ever so sorry. Let me have a look. There we go, midnight purple, if we're happy with that one. And then a blue, not too dark. How about a bright TARDIS blue, so a lighter TARDIS blue? So let me get one of these. What do you think is that one? If you're not happy with that one, do let me know so I can get you a different shade. Happy with those? Perfect. So just to confirm, everything here you're happy with, is that correct? Yes, perfect. Well, Deanne, let me collect these for you. They are all yours. And that one. And if I bring you back up to me, I want to thank you ever so much for the donation with your shells. I really do appreciate that. And then, yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Up next then today, I've got Margaret Henning. Margaret, are you here? Margaret Henning, are you here? If anyone can see Margaret, please comment on her comments because it will bring it forward so I can see. And Margaret, if you're here, please type I'm invisible because that will bring your comment forward so I can see as well. Yes, Nadia. So if you don't want the live opening, that's absolutely fine. You just need to, in the little box that pops up for the additional information, just pop no live opening and what colour pearl, then you'd like that on each one. Or to just put in the box no live opening and then email me with your order number and what colour you'd like on, if it's multiple charms, what colour you'd like on each charm, or just what colour you'd like. And just again explain no live opening. So that's not a problem, you just have to pop that in the box. Last call for Margaret Henning. If not, we'll move on. Can we tell you about the process? So I make personalised jewellery. We do live openings of oysters and egg pops for you guys to receive your pearls. Whatever's inside the oyster or egg pop is yours. So if you get multiples, that's all yours. Even if, say, your jewellery holds 1 pearl and you get 4 pearls, the other ones are just your loose pearls. I do allow colour swaps. If I have the colours in stock, it can get swapped on the live. If I don't have the colours in stock, you would get popped on a wait list if you're happy to do so. I won't be able to say obviously how long that wait list would be. I then make the jewellery with your chosen pearls, so it is a personalised item of jewellery, so it can take up to 14 working days. Working days is Monday to Friday, so technically 3 weeks, but 14 working days kind of thing. But I do try to get things out before then. It just depends on time of year, the orders, and obviously what's in the order as well. For example, if it's just loose pearls, no jewellery, that may get sent slightly faster because obviously it doesn't have to go through the drilling and setting process. So yeah, you can have openings on their own. You don't need to purchase jewellery. And as always, you don't need to order. You can just join and watch and have a chat and enjoy watching. I hope that makes sense. And I'm sure I've missed out loads. There is a questions and answers section on the website, I'll pop the link in, which does sort of cover quite a lot of regular questions and answers that people ask. So yeah, I've just popped the link in there. Right, I haven't seen Margaret, so let's move on. If she comes on, I can add her in again, but it would be to the end of the order list, which means up next is Emily George. Emily, are you here? You're welcome. Emily, hello, hello, hello. Okay, Emily, you have got 5 openings altogether. So I need to know which 5 you would like to have. We've got oysters and egg pops, and you can have a mix of each if you would like a mix of each. I just need to know how many of each you would like. So which 5 openings would you like? Thank you, Shannon. 2 egg pops, 3 oysters. Perfect. Would you like to keep or donate your shells? 1, 2, 3. And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. We're going to start with Pearline for your gifted pearl, then your egg pops, and then your oysters. Okay, so Emily, I wish you all of the luck. Okay, so your gifted pearl is a lighter icy blue. Now he is a slight squished pebble shape here. So of course, if you're not happy with that, I can swap it at the end for you. Yeah, he just has that slight funky shape to him. You'd like to keep one shell and then donate the others. Bless your heart, that's very kind of you. And not a problem. And Samantha and Leslie, thank you both for these stars there. So moving on to your fast egg pop, Emily. And your first one has given you 2 pearls. You've got a purple frost, quite a nice lighter purple frost, and then a apple green. Egg pop number 2. And you've got 4 pearls in this one. A slightly oval silver Cinderella. So if I just pop him down, there you go, slightly oval in that direction, but gorgeous, slightly darker silver Cinderella. We've got a bright yolk yellow and a blood orange. You have a darker gunmetal chocolate. So it's a really dark, deep chocolate shade there. Okay, so they are your egg pop pearls. Are you happy if I mix the oyster pearls with those, or would you prefer me to keep them separate? So moving on to your oysters, I'd say this one's the prettier shell. Hopefully it doesn't break. If it does break, I'll just keep one of the other ones for you, okay? So your first oyster. Almost like a triple pop there. There's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. If we have a squidge in here. Ooh. 1 and 2. You are twinning. Twinning with your fast oyster. Happy to mix them, Emily. Perfect. Now I'm just cleaning up this shell for you. Oh, he's got a little bit of a pearl blister in, which just means that the flesh is just slightly harder to take off because it's not a flat sort of curved surface to take it from. So just give me a moment. So this doesn't scratch the mother of pearl, so the inner sort of lining of the shell. Sorry, some of them are really easy to get off. Some of them just take a little bit of care. I think that's it. Let me just wipe that over. Yeah, it's that little bit in the middle there. It's just clung onto there. So hang on, let me just clean this one as well. Again, you've got a little bit of a pearl blister on this one. So to be honest, it's quite a nice shell to keep with the outside and then the inside having that interesting markings. Just, again, just gives me just a moment. Let me just wipe that over. Yep, there we go. Okay, so twinning here with Waterberry twins. So waterberry is a mix between watermelon and raspberry. And your twins are slightly different colours. So the first one's slightly darker than the other, so you can see that there. So the darker one I would say is more pink, so he's got a little bit more of that raspberry tone to him. And then the second one is slightly lighter and is slightly more waterberry. So they are twins, but they're just ever so slightly different to each other. Okay, so that's your first oyster. Moving on to your next one. So we're going to be donating these shells now. So again, thank you ever so much. Light pop there. Ooh, there's your mother of pearl. And straight away, I can see that you are twinning. Twinning with this one. Now this is a perfect example. This shell is slightly, look at the size difference with these one. So they're both were twins and size difference there. So it doesn't matter on the size here to what's inside. But twinning for a second time. And again, these are more raspberry twins. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock those ones. Oh, right, you go there, you go there. So more raspberry, so it helps you see that's more waterberry twin at the top there, more the colour coming through. And then coming back for your last oyster. Double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. There's a little bit of flesh on that side. If we have a squidge in, oh, I can see already you have 1 and 2. Emily, you are 3 for 3 with your oysters because you are twinning for a third time. And twinning with orchid twins this time. So again, orchid is that gorgeous sort of pinky purple colouring. Okay, so coming back with the orchids here. There we go. Okay, what do you think to all of these, Emily? If you're happy, then they are all yours. And of course, if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so if I go through all of them again for you. With your first set of twins, you've got waterberry twins, one more pink, one more waterberry, and one obviously darker and lighter. You've then got raspberry twins and then orchid twins. You've got a lighter icy blue and then a silver Cinderella blue, a purple frost, apple green, yolk yellow, blood orange, and a darker gunmetal chocolate. What do you think, and what would you like to do? The shells, they get donated to my mum's nursery. So I clean them up and I sanitize them, and then they go to the nursery who use them in different learning activities, textures, learning through play, collages. I'll put up photos in a moment of some examples of how they use them. I can, yes. Do the seafoam greens need to be matching, or are you happy if they're slightly different? So can we swap the yellow and the blood orange for the seafoam greens, and purple for the gunmetal? Let's just move these ones over slightly, so then I bring this in. So seafoam, this one. Happy for them to be different? Okay, so there's one Seafoam, and then there's another. So they're just ever so slightly, one's lighter, one's darker there, just to give you that little bit of variety if you're happy for them to be different. And then Gunmetal is one of these. Oh, let's go for this one. What do you think to those swaps there? So with these pals here, if you're happy with those swaps, oh, can we swap the blues for cream or similar to cream, please? Both of the blues. And again, are you happy for them to be slightly different to each other, as in not matching? Cream is this one. So I'm going to show you them on the white first. So there's one cream, and if you're happy for them not to be matching, theirs is slightly smaller, there's another one. They don't have to match, perfect. So those two there, I am going to move them back to the darker side. Let me take away the blues. But yeah, that's just them on the lighter side so you can see the colouring. So when I move them over, I'm just going to put them up there. Yeah, they may look slightly different just because they're the lighter colour, and then against the dark background they sort of, the light sort of absorbs into them kind of thing. Okay, so again, if you're happy with those, perfect. And then are there any other swaps that you'd like to make? Absolutely, perfect. And you're very, very welcome. Okay, let me pick all of these up for you. Just put them in here. There we go. So bringing you back up to me. I've donated those shells there, so thank you ever so much for that. And I have kept this set for you, so that will get sent along with your order form. Emily, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives there. I've just popped that up there for you. And then donated shells, where's the photo, is here. So these are just two different examples of what the shells are used for. So this is just sort of these are actually both in outside play, these photos, just textures. Yeah, textures with this one, and then on this one it's just sort of learning and playing, and obviously mixed in with other animal type toys and bits. Okie dokie. Up next then today we have got Cherry Robinson. Cherry, are you here? And Donna Bailey, I've added your acorn for today because obviously I said I could. So Donna, if you're here, I can add you on to the end, or if you prefer me to add it on to Friday, then that's fine. So currently looking for Cherry Robinson. Cherry, are you here? Diane, bless you. Thank you for these stars. I do really appreciate it. And just refresh my comments as well. I changed it to the way my old comments were so I didn't have the glare, and I'll work out the light dark mode off of the live. It's easier with the other one because it makes them bigger for me, but I can't have that bright light in my face. I have everything else on dark mode apart from the order list anyway, so I'm not sure why it doesn't follow suit. Yep, Donna, yep, no, I did say I could, so I've already printed it off, so I will add it on for you. It's not a problem. Last call for Cherry Robinson. If not, we'll move on. So Cherry, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Cherry, please comment on her comment because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Okay, so I haven't seen Cherry, so we're going to move on. Okay, so then up next then today we have got Charlene Butler. Charlene, are you here? Oh no, I've just seen Cherry. So Charlene, if you are here, you are still up next, but I've just seen her, bless you. Okay, so Cherry, you have got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or an egg pop? You literally made it on just before I moved on, bless you. So I'm so glad you managed to catch us. I would have added you on to the end anyway, if you wanted to be. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're here. Charlene, you're here. So Charlene, you're definitely up next. So I know you're here, so that's perfect. So Cherry, you've got one opening, oyster or egg pop, my lovely. I think my comments do have a delay though. Maybe it was since Aaron did that thing actually that made it not as, didn't freeze as much for you guys. I think my comments have had a slight delay since then. You'd like to have an oyster, okay. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So we will start with Pearline, which is your gifted pearl first, and then we'll move on to your oyster, Cherry, okay? Good luck, my lovely. Bloop. Okay, so your first gifted pearl, you have got, ooh, a lighter autumn peach. Coming across for your oyster, so I just need to know if you'd like to keep or donate the shells. Donate the shells, perfect. And you're looking for Doctor Who colours. Okay. So with your oyster, there's your mother of pearls. There's definitely no pearls on that side. And if we have a squidge in here, oh, I can see one over. Oh, I can see one over here, and then the other side had one pop out. We just have a squidge. Okay, you are twinning. twinning with your oyster. Now you've got, I think they're silver Cinderella twins, so they are lighter silver Cinderellas, but they've definitely got that silvery blue tone to them. Let me pop them there for you. Cherry, what do you think to these? If you're happy with both, all of these, sorry, then they are yours. Or if you would like to swap any for different colours, please let me know and I can do that for you. I'd need to know what colours to swap out and what colours to add in. So the colours that you've got here is you've got your autumn peach and then twinning lighter silver Cinderella blues. What do you think and what would you like to do? Can you swap one of the twins for a burgundy like Matt Smith's bow tie? Let's have a look. Matt Smith bow tie Doctor Who. Okie dokie, so that is like a burgundy red. I would say like this one. So swap one of the twins. So that's the photo I went with. I hope that's okay, if you're happy with that one. And then if so, are there any other swaps that you would like to make? And then a TARDIS, oh no, that was Joe, sorry. But that is a good idea, Joe, a TARDIS blue for Doctor Who. But it just depends, yeah, on what colours you're thinking. That's fab, and the rest is fine. Cannot wait to get your police box at last. Oh, bless your hearts. Well, I'm glad you're happy. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything, of course, once it arrives as well. So these here, let me pop them in here, and if I bring you back up, and I'm so glad you made it on as well, just in time before I moved on as well. Okay, so I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's it there for you. Oh, thank you for the donation with your shells as well. Perfect. And then Charlene Butler, you are here as well, or hopefully you're still here because I just spoke to you. So Charlene, just confirm for me you're still here. And you have got a 4 pearl oyster, so I'll grab that first. And then you've got 4 other openings. So with the 4 other openings, I need to know if you'd like to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each. But first, just let me confirm that you're here, and I'll grab the 4 pearl oyster one. You are here, hello. Okay, so 4 pearl oysters are in this bag. There we go. So with the other 4, would you like to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. 2 oysters, 2 egg pops. Okay, so 1 and 2 egg pops and 1 and 2 oysters. So we're going to open Pearline, which is your gifted pearl, then the egg pops, then the 4 pearl oyster, and then the normal oysters. Okay. Shells wise, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And colour wise, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So starting with Pearline then, Charlene, and good luck, my lovely. Bloop. Okay, so you have got a pastel yellow pearl as your gifted pearl. So gorgeous sort of light, soft yellow there. Egg pop number 1. And 3 pearls in your first one. And you've got another lighter lemon yellow. You've then got an evergreen, no, not an evergreen, sorry, an emerald green. I was going through the lives trying to find the evergreens again since when somebody said it the other day. Sorry, so an emerald green, which is actually a slight swished pebble, only just slightly swished pebble shape, and then a raspberry. You'd like to keep 1 shell, donate the other. Bless you, thank you. And you're hoping for purples and reds. Okie dokie. With your second egg pop, 2 pearls in this one. So we have a Cinderella blue and a greeny blue peacock. So the peacock, it is a slight oval shape, but he's got those different flashes in that, in sort of, he's mainly green, but then he's got those slight blue flashes. Sometimes they have like a silvery purple flash as well. So you'd like to keep 1 shell, so I'm just going to grab some of this. So I'll see if we can keep the 4 pearl oyster shell. If of course it breaks, we'll keep one of the other 2. So this one here is the 4 pearl oyster. Are you happy for me to mix the pearls all together, or would you prefer me to keep the egg pop pearls and the oyster pearls separate? So 4 pearl oyster. You've got a light pop there. There's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. And if we have a squidge in here, happy to mix? Oh, perfect. And we've got a runaway. Let me just grab, where is it? There we go. He ran straight backwards then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no more in there. Those bits there are just pieces of shell that have sort of slightly come away there. Ah, perfect. It's nice and easier to clean there. Okay, so we are of course quadding with your first oyster. Just going to dry these up for you and then we can have a look at your colours. So the one that ran away backwards is this guy. He is an autumn peach. You then have another raspberry, but this one's definitely a lighter raspberry compared to the first one there. You've got a Cinderella blue and a TARDIS blue. And then we're going to be moving on to your 2 normal oysters. Okay, so coming back for oyster number 1. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. So there's no pearls on that side. If we have a squidge in here, oh, look at those. Charlene, you are twinning. Twinning with orchid twins, my lovely. Now, let me just move this over just a touch, and then I'm going to pop your twins over here. Gorgeous orchid twins. And then coming back for oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So again, no pearls on that side. Okay, and you are twinning for a second time, this time with coral twins. Okay, what do you think to all of these? So I'll definitely need to know which 2 you would like on your fittings and which 2 you would like on your earrings. Okay, then if you're happy with these colours, they are all yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so if I go through all of the colours again for you here, you've got your twinning orchids and twinning corals, 2 pastel lemons, an emerald green, you've got a dark raspberry and then a lighter raspberry, you've got 2 Cinderella blues and a TARDIS blue, a peacock and an autumn peach. Now I'm just going to refocus this because it just went slightly blurry. So let me just, there we go. Refocusing it for you. Perfect. So what do you think? What would you like to do? And I'm just going to wrap up your shells here. Yep, so with the cage pendant, you can either let me know which cage pendant you would like to do and I can invoice you for it with no opening, because obviously you've already got these loose pearls, or if you wanted an opening with it, you'd have to do so on the website and then I book you in for that opening that way. But if you're happy for it to have no opening, then yep, just let me know which cage you'd like to have and I can book that in for you. swap the yellows for purples. So what we can do is, if you'd like to have a look through the website for the cage pendants, here's the link for the cages. And then if you'd like some time to think about it, you can email me your choice across and I can invoice you then if you prefer to. So I just need to know which cage you would like and then which chain length and style you would like as well. So 2 purples, I'll just put them there and take out the yellows. Okay, then are there any other colours you'd like to swap or change? Please swap the one on your far right. So swap this one for a red that's not too dark. How about this one? And then are there any other swaps or changes that you would like to make? I was thinking the same, those 3 colours there, gorgeous cascade combination. So it can take 14 working days for an order to be dispatched, just depending on obviously what's in the order. As soon as it is sent out, you get a dispatched email, and within that email you have your tracking details. So, Charlene, are you happy with all of these? If so, which colours would you like to have where? So if anyone can see Charlene, please comment on her comment for me. I haven't seen her in a while. Okay, so we may have lost connection with Charlene. So Charlene, if you're here, please let me know. Charlene, 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 Charlene. Okay, so what we might have to do then is, because I haven't seen her, I might have to then sort of email her with what her choices are, just because I haven't seen her at all here. So if we've lost connection, yeah, so we might have to move on. Okay, so Charlene, are you happy with these colours here? If so, which colours would you like to have where? So let me type as well. Are you happy with all these colours? If so, which ones would you like where? I need to know which two pals on your fittings and which two pals on your earrings. Okay, purple on the earrings. Which two would you like on your fittings? Okay, top two orchid on the fittings. Okie dokie. So remaining pals you see here would be your loose pals. Are you happy with all of these? Or are there any other changes that you would like to make? It's 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 come to me over the years to type like that. I do actually really enjoy typing, and because of the keyboard I have, I love the sound of it. I specifically got, it's meant to be like a typewriter sound keyboard, just because I love the sound of it so much. So, are there any other changes you would like to do, or are you happy with the remaining pals as your loose pals? get a blurple instead of 2 coral. So swap out both coral for 2 blurples. Do they need to be matching? Those there, if you are happy with those, then are there any other changes you would like to make? One blurple and one light blue. Are you happy with those swaps there? A lighter blue. Okay, so in the line there we have number 1 is light icy blue, number 2 is icy blue, and number 3 is light Cinderella blue. Any of those. So 1, 2, 3. Middle, not a problem. Are there any other swaps you would like to do? Perfect. Perfect. So happy with the remaining pearls as your loose pearls. I have made a note that you will email me with what cage pendant you would like. Please include your 5-digit order number and which chain length and style you would like as well. Thank you for the donation with your shells. Okie dokie. So I have kept these shells for you as well, and I hope you will be happy with everything once it arrives. Perfect. Excuse me. Okie dokie. And then up next today we have got Donna Bailey. Donna, are you still here? Donna, hello. So Donna, if I give these a mix, these are all the acorns which have got 2 pearls on each earring. So your one is this one. So let's go down. And you have got, so if we have a look at the earrings first. Okay, so these are stud back earrings, where you need to have the one pearl is going to sit right at the top on the stud, and then one pearl sits at the bottom. So we need to have which pearl you'd like right at the top here, and then which pearl you'd like down here. Okay, now the colour pearls you have got, if we come across, so I'll need to know which order you would like to have these in. Is you've got darker gunmetal greys and bright raspberry pinks. What do you think to these? So I hope you're happy with the colours. So I just need to know which order you would like to have them in. So you've got the darker gunmetal grey and then the raspberry pink. The order you have them in here, brilliant. So we're going to have the gunmetal at the top, and then at the bottom we're going to have the raspberry. I love that, and I hope you're happy with that as well. Let me just pick these up. There we go. So if I bring you back up here as well, Donna, I hope you'll be happy with everything. Obviously I've added that to your order from earlier, so it will be sent together for you. And that's up there for you. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, update that I forgot to do at the start. I did do the January challenge. I did get the go through and get the results for that, but I will do a post on it Hopefully out tomorrow or in the next couple of days I'll get that post on the page. So there is a winner, but yeah, I'll announce it via post and hopefully everyone can see it at the same time. And then the winner, if they're not here now, I don't know if they are or not, then obviously they'll get to see. And then that is the end of the live today. It is a shorter live today. It normally is when we don't have sort of a game to do as well. And I did sort of book in a slightly shorter live today just so hit the ground running tomorrow. Donna, you're very, very welcome. Next live, we're going to be live on Friday. So there is definitely space available on Friday. So if you would like to order, you'll be booked in for Friday. If, of course, you choose that as your day to have your opening. And then we're not live on the Sunday. Okay, so we're live on Friday from 8 p.m. GMT. And I hope you all have a brilliant rest of your week. As always, thank you for joining us today. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.